Hey guys, so today I want to show you guys how I do a winter wash and go. And so I always start off with washing my hair and then deep conditioning it. I never skip a deep conditioning week because my hair needs that extra moisture in the winter. So winter wash and goes are really tricky for me because I need a lot more moisture in my wash and goes, meaning I have to use thicker products and thicker oils. And because I have extremely low porosity hair, that usually does not work good with my hair. I just get a whole bunch of product buildup. So I try to do more protective styles like twist outs and braid outs instead of wash and goes, but there are times where I'll do wash and goes because I love wash and goes and they are my favorite style. So I'm going to show you guys two different methods of my winter wash and go. So with this method, I'm going to be using the TGIN green tea leave-in conditioner, and it's very moisturizing and it doesn't leave me with any product buildup. I usually use my favorite leave-in conditioner, which is the Curl Junkie smoothing lotion for wash and goes, but I find that this one gives me more moisture. Although it gives me less definition than the Curl Junkie, for winter I'm definitely just going for moisture, and the curl definition is definitely not as important. And yeah, so I'm going to pair this with the Grapeseed Oil as a light sealant, and then I'm going to go ahead and apply my Kinky curly custard. I usually don't like using oils in my wash and go routines because my hair is extremely low porosity and it only likes 2 products at a time, but because it is winter, I definitely want to protect my hair as much as possible. And to prevent any product buildup, that's why I'm using a very light oil, and the gel is not maximum hold and it's not as thick, so it won't flake or anything like that. So yeah, go ahead and I'll smooth in all the products and then I'll start doing my shingling method. So because the Kinky Curly Custard gel is a very light hold gel, for me it was kind of difficult to do the shingling method just because my curls were not clumping as well as they would if I was using Extreme Wetline gel or Eco Stellar gel, because those are maximum hold gels. But if you have finer textured hair or your hair isn't as thick as mine, you won't probably have a problem with that, and you probably won't need a maximum hold gel like I usually do. And so if you like, you can go ahead and blow dry your roots or your hair out to stretch it out or to help with the drying process, or you can just let your hair air dry if you have that time. I always prepare my wash and goes in the daytime and make sure that I never leave the house with wet hair during the winter, of course. In the summertime, I definitely just let the sun air dry it because I love to air dry my hair whenever I can, but I will use the blow dryer more often in the winter because sometimes my hair just takes days to dry and I need the help of a blow dryer if I don't start my wash and goes earlier on in the day. So this is what my hair looked like when it was about 70% dry. Then I'll go ahead and I'll put my hair in a pineapple at night to further stretch out my roots, and my hair felt really moisturized throughout the week and it felt great during the winter. Although my hair felt very moisturized, the only downside I would say about using the Kinky Curly Custard for me was that it did make my hair feel really sticky, and my wash and go didn't last as long as usual because it wasn't able to clump my curls that well. Okay, so this is winter wash and go method number 2, which I actually prefer a lot better than the first method. So I went ahead and applied that same TGIN leave-in conditioner, but I left it underneath the baggy method for about 20 minutes to half an hour, just so that my hair can absorb that leave-in conditioner a lot better before I start applying my oil and my gel. And this time around, I use sweet almond oil to seal my hair. It's a bit thicker than the grapeseed oil, but it's not as thick as avocado oil, which for me is way too thick because I tried it last week and my hair just had so much product buildup. I may have been able to get away with using avocado oil if I was using a lighter leave-in conditioner, but because I wanted that extra moisture, I'd rather have a thicker leave-in conditioner than a thicker sealant. If your hair isn't as low porosity as my hair, you can definitely get away with using avocado oil. So I always use a really tiny amount of oil, especially if I'm using a bit of a heavier oil. But I think that sweet almond oil, you guys, is my favorite oil right now. I really love it for the winter. I think grapeseed oil is a bit too thin for the winter. So then I go ahead and I'm going to use my Extreme Wetline gel. This is my favorite gel. It's protein free and it provides great hold. And it doesn't leave my hair too dry because I am using a very moisturizing leave-in conditioner and a really good oil. And because it provides really great hold, I'm able to do the shingling method very easily because my curls clump very well. And it looks like I'm using a lot of product, but This creates a really long-lasting style throughout the week, and I really don't apply any new product throughout the week. Just a little bit of water and maybe a little bit of gel on the 3rd or 4th day hair, and that's about it. A lot of people avoid using humectants in the winter because although they're really great for the summer because they actually draw moisture from the humid air into your hair, during the winter they actually have an opposite effect. They draw out the moisture from your hair and into the drier atmosphere, leaving your hair feeling really dry. Common humectants include honey, glycerin, panthenol, hydrolyzed wheat protein, and propylene glycol. The shingling method takes so long that every time I get to the last section, I need to rest my arm for a little bit. I'm actually just watching a movie as I'm doing it, so it doesn't seem too bad, but I know it takes forever. But the best part about this is that it definitely lasts all week and it's totally worth it. I used to never do it, and then I see the difference in my hair and it's totally worth it. My hair looks better, it's more defined, has more volume, and it just lasts a lot longer. Okay, so once I'm done with that, I go ahead and I shake my curls. This will help separate those curls and create more volume. And I actually clip up the top part of my hair as well to create more volume. So the side that I started on first has already dried a bit, so that's why it has some shrinkage there. And this is what my hair looks like after air drying for about 2 hours. And this time around, I was able to air dry my hair the whole time without having to use a blow dryer, so that's great because I feel like I'm able to retain a lot more moisture that way. And then once my hair was about, I would say 80% dry in the roots, I went ahead and I put my hair into a pineapple and then went to bed. And then the next day, my hair was very moisturized and it was dry and it was safe to go outside in this cold winter. So although the products I used in this video contains humectants, I always make sure to cover my hair, whether it be a scarf or a toque or anything like that when I'm outside, so that my hair does not dry out in the cold weather. And that's it for my winter wash and go. Thank you guys so much for watching and have a good day. Bye.